Here we go live. Well, Facebook, look who's here. Fat Jay. Hi, Jay, Christopher, Fat Jay. How you doing?
I am good, madam. How are you?
Wonderful. I hope you know when I call you Fat Jay, I'm showing respect. I'm not making fun of you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, everyone calls me Fat Jay, so it's all right.
And that name just stuck from, you said earlier, from when you were little, so you just went with it?
Absolutely. I'm good with it.
Wow, you have quite the sense of humor to go with it.
It could be worse, no matter how bad it is, it could always be worse. I'm fat, but the Lord made me handsome, and I'm good with that.
I think that I would rather have a boyfriend with a little size to him than somebody that's out there, running around trying to pick up girls. Do you find that girls think that because of your size that you're more true?
I don't know if it's that. Some girls say the fat guys put in extra work. Because the fat girl.
So the volume on it went down a little. Is there any way to turn up the volume? It was good at first. I know. That's good.
Try that. That's better.
Well, that's really good. Maybe it's when you lean back a lot. So you have a Maryland shirt on, and you're in New York. What part of New York are you in, Fat Jay?
I'm in Long Island, in Wandsworth.
Oh, wow. I love Long Island comics at Governor's. You guys have some of the best.
I miss that place so bad.
Was that, you miss it? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I miss it so bad.
Oh my gosh. Some of the nicest people are up there at Governor's. Long Island people like.
Yeah, and they own too. The brokerage and McGuire's too.
Oh, that's right. They own 3 clubs, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's our 3 spots, and we do restaurants. There's a place called My Father's Place
Oh.
in Roslyn. They just reopened from the 70s. Some big names performed there in the past. Bruce Springsteen actually performed there before he was famous.
What?
And, the owner of the club or manager actually became his manager. So yeah, I was actually supposed to perform there in March and April, but the COVID came and that got postponed.
I know. Oh my gosh. Every comic that I talked to had something really wonderful that was going to happen this year, and then the COVID hit.
Yeah, I've only been doing comedy 3 years, and I was supposed to open for Fred Rubino.
Wow.
March 28th.
How cool is that?
Then the COVID came and no show, but it's all right. We'll get back to it again.
Yeah. For those of the people that are going to look at this, explain who Fred Rubino is, because that's a big deal.
Fred Rubino is like an Italian comedian. I think he went viral before others.
Got it. Yeah.
And, he does the Italian comedian stuff, and he's pretty fucking funny. Oh, sorry, I cursed. I apologize.
Oh, I know, because I'm so old that offended me. Actually, it's like the highlight of my day. Do you have any idea what I've been through with computers today? I feel like cussing and throwing a computer over a bridge. So
I'm not very good with technology myself.
I have to sit there and say, okay, Zoom isn't working, so I'll put it on YouTube, and then I'll do like by the end of the day, I just want to throw this off a bridge. So let's get back to you. You said, when I asked you how I should introduce you, you said that you are a supporter of anti-bullying, which I thought, that's a really interesting way of saying it. I would have said I'm against bullying, but you said it in a positive way. You said I am I am a supporter of anti-bullying. So that's very creative the way you said that.
Yes.
Tell me about your anti-bullying, where that comes from.
I want to support it.
And so where'd that...
Normally I wear a shirt that says Fat Lives Matter.
Yes.
So I've become the Fat Lives Matter guy. I've actually added limping ain't easy to it as well. And I want to support I've been fat my whole life, and I was able to deal with it, thankfully. But I had it a different way than kids have it now. After school, we went home, we closed the door, and there was nobody else to bother us till the next day. But now with social media, Zoom, Instagram, all that, these kids are getting it 24/7 on their cell phones. And it takes a toll, And that's what it's all about. It's all about the kids and letting people know that, yeah, I'm fat, but, it could always be worse. And, we have to deal with what we get,
Yes. So you've received bullying.
Yeah, as a fat person, everybody's gotten it once or twice,
Yeah.
Like you're up and out, dancing around all day, staying healthy. I'd rather sit on the couch and watch a little TV, But we all have things that get us high, and it's a good thing.
So talk to me about the very first time you decided to do comedy and the very first time you went and did it. Like, what made you decide?
I wanted to do it for a while, but I didn't know how to do it. And then I met a gentleman at work, this guy Frank Macri, who owns Comedy Inc. on Long Island, and he was like, "Yeah, you want to do comedy?" I was like, "Yeah." So he introduced me to Paul Bond.
Yep.
And I did my first show with them, and then I met at my second show with Frank. Carrie Carabas was the headliner.
Wow.
So I met her, and then I was trained by both of them, and here we are 3 years later. I haven't done a show in 2 months, but I really do love it, and it's a great thing.
So do you mean to tell me, Fat Jay, that, and by the way, he gives me permission to say that, if you're tuning in late.
Yes.
So you mean to tell me you went to school and you came out and you got booked and you killed and you got booked again and you haven't turned back? You didn't have to hit the mics for 5 years like I did?
I've never done an open mic.
Wow.
I just try out some new stuff. And I honestly, I work a day job, so it's really tough to go to open mics. But I work with some people, like Frank Macri. I could run stuff by him. I could call Carrie Carabas.
Wow.
And I've taken my 6 minutes.
Uh-huh.
I just tried to add on to it,
That's wonderful. I'm so proud of you. It's like people that don't do comedy have no idea what you're saying. Like if they would have heard you, they'd have gone, yeah. But in there, I heard you are a unicorn. If you can go from training to shows without mics, you are some kind of unicorn.
Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of people tell me I am a natural, but no, I work hard at it. My comedy is things that happen to me every day. Like I talk about my aunt, and I go to her house. She tells me how much she loves me. Stop calling yourself Fat Jay. 10 minutes later, we're in the living room. My cousin from the kitchen. Oh my God, who broke the folding chair? my aunt. Fat fucking Jay. Who do you think? Like those are all things that happen to me. So that's what I use, and that's the easiest sell when it's real life stuff.
Yes. And people can tell.
I think about it after and I laugh and I say, I got to try that out.
That's funny. That's some funny stuff. There's nothing funnier than something that really happened.
Yeah, it's true life, and you can't be funnier than that.
People can smell it when you're not authentic.
I've heard that too. Yep.
Yeah. So you've been in comedy about 3 years, and you went through Frank Macri's class. Is that what you said his name is?
No, yeah, we worked together, but it wasn't a class. He introduced me to Paul Bond, and I went to his class.
Oh.
And I worked privately with Carrie Carruthers.
Well, you got some good teachers there, I'll tell you. I love Paul Bond's comedy, and I love Carrie Carruthers so much. She's like at the house. Everything a housewife ever wanted to say is what Carrie says.
Absolutely, absolutely. I had to follow her because she was double booked on a show, and tough to follow.
How did it go?
Oof.
You pulled it out?
I started out with, does anyone know an attorney? Because, she talks about, like you said, all the housewife stuff. I was like, does anyone know an attorney? Because I divorced that menopausal bitch. And I got a laugh there. But she killed the crowd. I got some laughs, but it was a good learning tool, because you're going to eventually follow people. So you might as well follow the best from the start. So
That's a great attitude. So, where did you grow up? I
grew up in a small town on Long Island called Tall Place.
So
There
you.
was 100 kids that I graduated with. That tells you how small we are.
Whoa. What's the biggest school on Long Island the biggest place?
You have some, 500-600 in graduating class on Long Island.
Okay. What's it like going to school on Long Island? You must have ran into a lot of celebs.
No, we don't really know. Actually, Steve Vai went to my high school. He played in Van Halen. And our English teacher, Miss Fagan, was in one of his videos. So we used to do a charity thing, and he donated a signed guitar and stuff. His brother went to school with my younger cousin.
Whoa.
Graduated in like 2005 or something like that.
Wow.
But yeah, everybody knows everyone's business. When you're growing up, you can't wait to move out of the town, and then most people end up back in the town anyway.
So when it gets back to who you are, so people can learn to know who Fat Jay is off stage. I see you have some tattoos on that one arm. Are you into biking? Are you into?
I do. This one's dedicated to my best friend that died.
Oh God, when was that?
This is my best friend that died. He died of an overdose. So I supported him for a long time, and he was a good dude. And bad things happen to good people, and I can't preach about it enough. Alcoholism, addiction runs in my family. I'm addicted to marijuana and obviously food, but we all deal with struggles.
Yes. I'm sorry you lost your friend.
Tattoos, this is for my grandparents who raised me.
No way.
It's the Virgin Mary. They raised me. So I got that for them. My grandmother's name was Mary.
Oh.
And my parents died when I was young, so I was raised by my grandparents who did a lot for me, and try to make them proud every day,
Yes, you're a good guy, I tell you. You were raised by your grandparents.
I come from a crazy family.
You do?
Absolutely. My family's crazy. We admit we're crazy. The other day, my aunt is an avid Dr. Phil watcher.
Uh-huh.
She turned to me and she goes, "Man, I thought we were fucking messed up. These people are, woo." I go, "Yeah, no matter how bad it is, it can always be worse."
Totally. That Dr. Phil, my goodness, he brings on some of them people.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, do you watch Dr. Phil a lot?
No, I don't get to watch a lot of him because I'm at work during the day for my day job.
What's your day job?
I watch,
What's your day job?
I'm in business finance.
So that means that you're Like work at a bank, a mortgage, Wall Street?
I work for a business finance lender.
Okay, so you finance loans for businesses.
Yes, and it's a tough world right now.
Yeah, man. You must be working overtime trying to help them get money.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's crazy. It's tough.
Yeah. God
It's
bless.
really tough.
Man. So, what are some hobbies or interests you have besides getting a tattoo, eating, watching TV?
I'm a big diehard Yankee fan.
Yes. Woo.
So I get to watch them. I mean, I like to enjoy myself. I smoke weed when I can. Most of the time when I'm not working or doing comedy. I like to write comedy. I like to watch comedy. I like to just live a good life, enjoy my time off because we don't get enough of it.
Yeah, we sure learned that recently, haven't we?
Oh, absolutely.
So have you had any of your friends affected by, you're in New York, and New York's been the hot spot once again. So have you had friends or family affected?
We've had, no family members, knock on wood. Some friends I know have had it. And, you just try to stay home so it doesn't happen.
Yes. So you didn't lose anybody in it?
No, thank God. Thankfully, no. But
One,
I know people who have, and it's tough.
it is. So
And,
tough.
worse than that, they can't even, do a funeral or anything like that. So it's even harder on them, man. It's crazy.
Can't go visit them when they're sick. It's crazy.
Exactly, that too. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Besides the fact, people dying, people are out of work, comedians that do comedy full time, acting, they're stuck home and, they're not earning a living and you can't get through unemployment and stuff like that. So it's tough out there, and we just hope everyone gets through it as quickly as possible.
Me too. It's affected we're all on the same page, and you would think that this would make us all understand and have compassion, but darn if some people don't find another way to argue.
Oh yeah, nonstop. The politics, the this, the that, there's this conspiracy theory, there's that conspiracy theory. How about we just put on our mask and gloves and go buy food, and leave enough toilet paper for everyone to share? Jesus.
You'd think, like if a world pandemic can't make people better, then I don't know what can. You'd think people would come out of this better off. It's like watching the Holocaust happen.
I agree with you, and you never know, that person you're arguing with today on Facebook and all that person could get it tomorrow and 3 days later they're dead. And, did you really have to not talk to your friend because he liked Trump and you didn't? Like, come on.
I interviewed...
That's where we are as a society.
It is. Fat Jay, about 3 weeks ago, I interviewed a comedian. 2 days later, he didn't wake up. He was gone.
Oh, man.
And then one day, 5 comics in New York all passed away.
Yep.
And
You
it's...
see that on Facebook, and it's tough,
Yeah, it's tough watching it, So...
But everybody argues about going out, and that's crazy.
It's like, do we stay home? Do we go out? Do we wear a mask? Do we not? Do we... Shut up and just live your life. Mind your own.
Exactly. And be happy.
Try to be happy, for God's sakes. If Fat Jay can be happy, right?
Well, I watch you on Facebook while I'm at work, so you bring joy to me. You're dancing around, you're throwing out jokes. You're always happy, so, I just try to absorb it and try to spread it out too, because that's what it's about. It's about making people happy.
The days that I'm when I'm really depressed, that's when you'll see me put out a lot of jokes. And sometimes when I do exercise, I don't feel like doing them, but I know that people have told me those cheer me up, you know? That's why I call them hashtag laugh at me. Just go ahead and laugh at me. I don't care. And I do whatever I want to do. Who's going to stop me?
That's my motto. Laugh at me, then laugh. I'd rather you laugh at me than laugh at the little kids, you know, that are fat.
Yes, absolutely.
Take it away. I'll take the brunt of it, you know?
Yes. You know, I know a lot of people claim when they were little that they got bullied, and there's different levels of bullying. Like, my maiden name was Marcus, so everybody called me Mucus. Well, that's nothing compared to some of the cyberbullying and beating people up and threatening to kill them. That's nothing compared to that kind of level of bullying.
Absolutely, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's shameful.
So shameful. I just wish people, you know, when I'm at the grocery store and I hear somebody talking to their younger brother or their child in a bullying fashion, I speak up. I'll say right in front of a child, if the parent's bullying the child, I'll say, don't bully that child, because I want that child to know that should not be coming out of your parent's mouth.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, they don't know. They think it's normal.
Yep, and they think it's okay to do it.
Yeah, they have to take it. No, you don't have to take it, you know. Somebody needs to intervene. So I'm so glad that you're against bullying. Are you looking at starting a nonprofit or supporting one?
I do support them when I sell T-shirts, so I support the anti-bullying community wherever I can, and I'll do charity fundraisers.
Good.
Wherever I can. My niece is won Miss Richmond County, so
Wow.
she's competing for Miss New York, and
What?
part of that is fundraising. Yeah, it was her first pageant. She never did a pageant, and she ended up winning. And it's all about fundraising and giving back. And her charity is suicide prevention. And it's a good thing because she's going through. Like I said, my family's crazy. She is interracial. Her father's black, my sister's white, and my sister's a lesbian. So she lives in a house with my sister and her Jewish wife. So she is seeing some different stuff that a lot of kids don't see. And, she too goes through it, but she tries to be friends with everyone. And she tries to accept everyone for who they are and not what they go through, and that's a good thing.
So,
because a lot of kids aren't accepting of that stuff nowadays.
no. So she's going to be in the Miss New York pageant?
Yeah, she's going to be in the Miss New York pageant. It was supposed to be this month. I don't know when it's rescheduled for, but she will be competing in it. She actually was in the New York Post in, I want to say March, around right before. Staten Island does a St. Patrick's Day parade, and she found out that they were against the lesbian gay community, so she didn't march, and she protested, and the New York Post picked her up and had her and my sister in the Post to talk about it.
Oh, wonderful.
And, it's prevalent nowadays. You never know, that house with two people that are two of the same sex, they're living a married life just like, heterosexuals are, so.
It just gets back to everybody just mind your own business.
I agree. That's it. And that's how the world is, though, unfortunately. But it's 2020, and here we are, locked in the house.
Here we are, back at square one, trying to have a factory reset button. Like when two people are walking down the sidewalk, if they kiss or hold hands or start rubbing each other's buttocks, I don't want to see it, whether they're straight purple. I don't care what color. I don't care what gender. I don't care if it's a chick with a dick. I don't want to see two people going too far on the sidewalk. Just get a hotel, go to your house. Otherwise, nobody bothers me. I really don't like public display of affection.
Aren't you in Vegas, though?
Yes, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And there's everywhere you look, there's everything here.
It's crazy.
And then right now with the shutdown, there is no sin in Sin City. I don't know where the sin all went. It's gone.
Everyone in people's apartments and houses, that's where it's happening.
Yeah, everybody's opened up an OnlyFans page. OnlyFan page.
Oh, yep, that's the new thing.
Yep. Here's mine. I'll show you mine. This is my OnlyFan. It's the only one I got.
Classic. But I tell you, your videos, you can probably sell those on there. Your dancing videos. Someone will pay for that.
Wow, and then they'll want to go to a private room, and then what do I do?
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I'm nothing but a tease when it comes to that. I wouldn't do it. You can
People like that, though.
that.
You're probably giving it away for free, and you could be selling it for $5 a minute right now.
Wow. I'm kind of afraid that they'd want me to go further, and then I'd be known as like the granny, tranny, I don't know what the hell they'd call me. They'd call me the crazy lady.
They'll come up with a name for it. They come up with a name for everything these days.
Yeah, they would. And then I'd get booked all over the country, and I'd have to win Last Comic Standing, and then I'd have fans. Nah, I think I'll stay safe.
And then your naked pictures will come out, and it'll be over with.
There you go.
That's how it goes.
That's it. That's all there is to it. So, do you have any idea what you're going to do, the first show you're going to do when the pandemic is over? You don't really know when the pandemic is over in New York yet, do you?
No, we had a show that I was booked on in April was moved to June, and they just canceled that last week. So we don't know.
We got
Some businesses are going to start opening this week, but they just announced Broadway's shut down till September.
Wow.
At least Labor Day.
Whoa.
So.
Well, we just found out today that down on Fremont Street in Vegas, they're going to start doing a comedy show May 27th. But that's not at one of the casinos. The casinos that Wynn Resorts, they're going to take everybody's temperature before they can go in.
Yeah, that's going to be the new thing.
And I'm going to stand there and say, okay, but you have to do it rectally. And then I'll be famous. That's one way to I'm going to become famous one way or another.
That's it. Nothing wrong with that.
Bring the sin back to Vegas.
Yes, absolutely. Right at the door. Right at the door.
I'll tell you what, since there's no tourists here in Vegas, it's dangerous just to walk to 7-Eleven. The tourists keep us safe.
Really?
Have you ever been to Vegas? Are you going to come visit?
I've actually been there a couple times, and yeah, I'd love to come back anytime. It's beautiful.
Make sure you let me know. And let me know when your cousin, I want to know when she goes, is it
My
niece? When she goes out for Miss New York, will you please let me know so I can support?
Absolutely, will do.
Where do you want people to follow you on the interwebs?
You can follow me at Cristopher, Cristopher, on Facebook, and I am at Fatjaysworld on Instagram. You can email me for bookings at fatjaysworld@aol.com, or instant message me on Facebook or Instagram as well.
Fatjaysworld at AOL,
Yes.
or Facebook or Instagram message you.
Yep.
Okay. And so some comics are accepting PayPal and Cash App, Venmo. Are you in dire straits because of the shutdown?
I am not in dire straits, thankfully. I'm not asking give donations to families that have no food. You know, that's really there's people out there, families that haven't gotten a paycheck in 2 months and can't get an answer when they're going to get a paycheck. So donate to those people. They need it more than us, more than I do. And if there's any way I can help, I'm here to help as well. And if you just want to get someone to laugh at for a half hour because your life is pretty shitty, call me up and I'll make fun of myself for you for a half hour if it'll make you feel better. That's what it's about. It's not about money right now. It's about helping others. And thankfully, the nurses, the doctors, the grocery store employees that are working for minimum wage, the restaurant workers that aren't getting as many tips as they used to, those people are the heroes. And yeah, thank them and be nice to those people. Waiting on 4 hours of lines for takeout is tough, but having to go to work and work for people that are making not as much money as they should be, it's even tougher. So be nice to those people.
Tip them. They'll take your tips right
Absolutely.
now. Yes.
Absolutely. Tip them good if you can. And just be nice to people because everyone's going through it and we all just want to be happy.
Anytime you go on a show and you want me to help promote it, send it to me or tag me in it and I will share it to the world.
I appreciate that. You are absolutely the best. You do a lot for everyone. And
Thank you.
hopefully one day you'll be rewarded for what you do as well.
Thank you, Fat J. As I call you Fat.
Yeah, it's all right. Some people try to introduce me and they want to not say fat. They're like, well, here's Big Fat J. Big Fat J. Oh, that was nicer. I just laugh. It's all right.
I used to be the biggest girl in the room. Now I'm the oldest.
That's okay. It's wisdom. It's not gold. It's wisdom.
Thank you.
You can't put a price on the things you've seen.
That's right. I have more stuff to talk about because I'm old and wise. I just know what not to talk about.
Absolutely.
You've been a doll.
And you meet a lot of people. I mean, I've seen you on Facebook. I think you were in Washington or Oregon. Now you're in Vegas. So you're meeting people all over the world. And that's a beautiful thing. And you try to bring smiles to their faces, which is even better.
Yes. If I'm depressed, I set out a goal to make 100 people laugh that day, even if I'm not on stage. I won't stop making people smile or laugh until 100 people laugh or smile at me.
That's a beautiful thing.
It's the only thing that helps me. Thank you so much, Fat J. I love you. Come to Vegas. I'm on the rotation to be a comic on Fremont Street inside of a 6-foot circle. So if you come to Vegas, let me know a week ahead and I'll find a day that we can do that together and make tourists laugh.
I would love to, absolutely. I'll be out there soon, hopefully.
Okay, good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too, Jay. Fat J. Bye, Fat J.
Take care.
You too, bye. Love ya. What a sweetheart. He's pretty doggone cool. I like the fact that he was raised by his grandparents. I always seem to get along with people, young people, if they were raised by grandparents. I wonder why that is. Well, I don't know who's still on here, but thank you so much for watching and support Fat J. Bye.